In this video, I'm going to talk about 10 steps to starting a small business that generates $1 million or more by 2030. So, first, we all know that starting a small business with the goal of generating $1 million by 2030 is very ambitious, right? And it's going to require careful planning, it's going to require dedication, it's going to require strategic execution, it's going to probably require some startup capital, different things, okay? But this in this particular video, we're just giving you like the sort of bare bones, step-by-step guide, like an outline to help you start your journey, right? We're assuming that you're starting from scratch from now. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is you want to identify a profitable niche. And so to do that, you're going to have to research, right, in order to identify a niche with the type of demand that is very high, because you only have about 6 years to pull this off, and that has less competition than other markets. You can't go into something that's already sort of very competitive, many competitors, many players in the field, or where the demand is not very high, because you're not going to make $1 million by 2030. So you have to find a niche market that where there's high demand and less competition. And you're going to have to do some research on that, because that's going to mean something different for everybody, depending on where you are in the world, etc. Okay? So you have to ensure that there is a need for your product and service in the market. Okay? The second thing you want to do is you want to conduct thorough market research. Okay? Before you begin. So you have to start like now, right now, today. Okay? You want to understand your target audience, your competitors, and the trends in the industry that you're trying to penetrate. You also want to identify gaps in the market and opportunities for differentiation. So, even though the market may be somewhat competitive, there could be little gaps in there that, well, everybody's doing X, Y, X, and Z, but not Y. So you can sort of like differentiate and, fill that particular gap in that particular industry. The third thing you want to do immediately is to create a solid business plan. Develop a comprehensive business plan outlining your business concept, your target market, your revenue model, and your growth strategy, right? You want to include things like financial projections, funding requirements, and a detailed marketing plan of how are you going to actually attract your customers. The fourth thing is that you need to think about like now is creating a legal structure and registration for your small business. So you want to choose a legal structure for your business. I'm assuming you're in the United States, like an LLC or a corporation or a sole proprietorship or whatever it is, based on your needs. Like what are your specific needs? And you want to register your business with the appropriate authorities and obtain any necessary licenses that you need before you even begin. Okay. And yeah, that's going to mean some fees. You're going to have to pay for that. But you have to do that. Number 5, you want to build a strong online presence. So you want to develop a professional website and leverage social media platforms like from day one to reach your target audience. Okay. And that's going to mean you're going to also have to implement digital marketing strategies to increase brand visibility. And yes, that's going to incur some costs as well, because you may have to pay, you will have to pay for these services, right? Because you're probably going to have to hire someone to do it. Or even if you are on social media, the premium cost of there's some cost to that each month, right? Number 6 is financial management. So you want to set up a robust accounting system to track your income, expenses, and profits, and to monitor cash flow. because you definitely want to monitor your cash flow very closely and make informed financial decisions when you're a small business and you're trying to make $1 million in 6 years. You have to be very organized, and you have to monitor everything. Monitor your cash flow closely and make informed decisions. Don't make decisions willy-nilly. You have to be very focused. Number 7, build a strong team. So you want to, if necessary, hire skilled and motivated individuals. And you're going to have to hire somebody somewhere, whether it's to help you set up your website or to help you with your accounting or whatever. You're going to have to hire people at some point, right? If you're trying to make $1 million, very few people can just sit at their computer and make $1 million in 6 years from scratch. Some can, but it's not easy. So you want to hire skilled and motivated individuals who share your vision and who can contribute to the success of your business, right? And of course, you want to foster a positive work culture and provide ongoing training and development for the people that you hire so that you have the best and they are the best and they give you their best, right? Number 8 is customer acquisition and retention. So to make $1 million in 6 years, you're going to need customers, right? And so you're going to have to implement effective marketing strategies to acquire customers. And you obviously, to keep them, you have to satisfy them. So you want to focus on customer satisfaction to encourage repeat business and positive word of mouth. Okay. Number 9 is innovation and adaptation. So you want to stay abreast of industry trends and you be willing to adapt your business model to changing market conditions. You have to be very flexible, very agile, right? Don't be stiff and set in your ways. That's very old. Be young, be full of energy, and be able to adapt and innovate at the snap of a finger, right? As I was saying, you want to, yeah, foster a culture of innovation in your small business and your team so that you stay ahead of the competition. Okay, be very creative with that and open-minded. Also, scale and diversify. So you want to identify opportunities to scale your business, and whether through expanding product offerings or entering new markets or forming strategic partnerships, right? You form strategic partnerships, that's scaling, diversifying. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. I mean, you only have six years. I mean, you don't want to be so diversified that you lose track of it all, right? Too many marbles are too many marbles. But you do want to be open to expanding your product offerings, entering new markets where appropriate, and forming strategic partnerships. That just straight up makes sense. And finally, you want to diversify your revenue streams to reduce risk and increase overall profitability. Remember that building a successful business, especially one that makes $1 million in 6 years, takes courage, it takes time, it takes persistence, it takes skill, it takes agility, it takes creativity, right? And regularly assessing your progress and adjusting your strategies as needed and staying focused on your long-term goals is very, very important. Additionally, Additionally, consider seeking advice from mentors or business professionals who can provide guidance based on their experience. It's not enough just to ask mom and dad, or your best friend Joey, okay? Because they may not be experts in your industry. So seek advice from mentors and business professionals who know your industry and who can help you. Thank you for listening. It has been my pleasure to speak with you today. Please subscribe and help us grow. Good luck with your project.